Hello, I'm Blade BowQuest, and you are ready to play Xbox. You've got your Pearl Abyss shirt on, you got your little mini Black Spirit figurine over there on your shelf. You of course have your war chest of grinding snacks. You got your healthy snacks, those are going to keep you from dying. You got your unhealthy snacks, those are going to keep you from wanting to. You are ready to go. But you just don't know what you got to do in Black Desert. I'm going to give you guys a couple starting tips that all brand new players need to know. Let's cut right into the action. Alright, so we are in the wonderful world of Black Desert here, and on Xbox we're going to have Balanos, Sorindia, and Calphion regions. So that is this part of the world that you see right here, along with a couple of these islands right up here. So these tips are not in any particular order. Not from least to most important or anything like that. However, the most important thing that you need to do is, don't think too hard about that, talk to every single one of the NPCs that you see. So as you go about your normal adventures in Xbox, you are going to see all these little question marks on the map. Those are NPCs that you have not yet spoken to. So the way it works in Black Desert is, by speaking to an NPC, you gain knowledge about that NPC. You'll learn a little bit about the world. And there's a whole cool knowledge system in this game that basically tracks all the things that you've learned, all of the different things that you've killed and gotten knowledge on from different NPCs, to finding different areas of the game, to quests and stuff like this. All of this, right? Why did I just... Of course, that's the one. Don't worry about that. So ultimately, what that will do is increase your overall energy in the game. So the more NPCs you talk to, the more you learn about the world, the higher your energy goes. So that is how you get this right here. So energy. It's very important to get this, just as you're going to be able to spend it in a myriad of different ways. You'll discover that. But keep in mind, you want to talk to all the NPCs that you see. Next up, you want to make all of your characters pretty much immediately. Unless you're doing a 5-man crazy progression grind, like I am actually about to do in 45 minutes. I didn't cut it short on making a YouTube guide before the stream or anything. Unless you're doing that, what you want to do is basically make all of your characters, because what happens is, whenever you're logged into your main character, you're going to get 1 point of energy every 3 minutes. So this is a resource that just is renewable, it's constant. However, every every character that you're not logged in on, all of these will also generate energy. They will generate energy independently of your main, and every half an hour that your characters are just existing, you get 1 point of energy. So you don't want to neglect making all of your alts do that right away. Another thing you're going to want to do is, within the first couple days, get to level 50. So having a high level in the game is not the end of it. It's not even close to the end of it. It's just basically something that you do. So getting to level 50 basically would allow you to talk to your Black Spirit. So if you call your Black Spirit, this little companion hangs out with you through your adventures. You'll be able to take a quest. Now, if you're like me and you suffer from questlexia, you're going to have a lot of trouble with these, but that's okay. So see this confronting beg quest right here? So yours is not going to say that. However, you're going to want to basically you need to get to level 50, talk to your Black Spirit, and it'll say something like killing giants. Killing giants, the NPCs that are, I'll show you where they are. Because you guys don't know anything about the game and you got to learn it all. So we got giants right here, a little bit south of Keplen. If you kill them all, and there's like 20 or so, you kill your quest, you're going to be able to get a beg scroll. Beg scroll is something that you would go to a certain location, summon a boss, and you get all sorts of armor stones, weapon stones, just really good things like that. You're not going to be able to take the quest and take the scroll until you get knowledge on the boss. So the only way to get knowledge on the boss is to kill it over and over and over again. So the sooner you start this process, the better. For me, it'll be on day 1. I think the first time I played PC, it was within like 4 days or something. I was a pretty slow level 50 leveler, but it is what you're going to want to do. So keep in mind that's got to be one of your top priorities. Now, as you go around in your adventures in Black Desert, you're not going to see the healths of NPCs. You're just going to see yellow bars, and you're going to see them go orange and red, and then eventually they're going to die. You're going to think your game is broken. the way that works is there's a whole bunch of NPCs that are throughout the entire world, and until you kill a certain number of them that lets you like basically understand what they're doing, you can't see their health, and it's really quite cool. And they're all different grades of knowledge. There's C knowledge, B knowledge, A plus knowledge, and yes, even S knowledge, which kind of reminds me of Yu Yu Hakusho back in the day, but S is above A. So the better your knowledge, the more ecology points you have, and that will come into the game probably in a later expansion. It's just a good thing to have. But ultimately, you're not going to be able to see the NPCs, so you just want to make sure that you've got that going on, and that you're killing the NPCs as you go through. That, again, will expand your energy. Another pretty cool thing is that as you go throughout the world, you're going to experience NPCs everywhere. There's like, man, I don't even know what, over 10,000 quests in this game, and over 10,000 is over 9,000. So that's how much we're talking about, you guys, with these quests. And you won't be questing to level up, which is kind of interesting. Instead of that, you'll be grinding to level up. Questing would allow you to basically contribute to society. You find somebody's cat, you helped out a neighbor, and things like that. And you do enough of those, you actually get contribution XP. So this is my little contribution XP bar. It's going to look different on the Xbox UI whenever those servers go live. And then eventually you'll get a contribution point. You can do all sorts of things with the contribution points. Let's just say I would like to start mining. Let's do something relevant for Xbox. Okay, let's say I would like to get fur that my workers are gathering. So you can click on this. If you have a value pack, you will be able to invest your contribution from the map. If you do not have a value pack, you have to go to the node specifically and then invest your contribution. So this is saying it's going to be one contribution. You invest it just like that. You can have a worker, and then he can start working for you. And in 12 minutes, I'm going to get a lot more fur. So that's one of the things that contribution can do. There's a lot of different things. You can actually buy your own residences inside the game. Things with residences, the way it works is they're instanced, which means that, you know, unlimited amount of people can have the same house. That's fine. And then you just kind of click on your house in that building, and you can go and just decorate it any way you want. Let's talk a little bit about silver, as that's everybody's favorite thing in Black Desert. Now, I'm going to wait until Xbox actually launches so I can look at the economy and see the final state that they put into the game before I start making guides on silver. You can obviously go through my channel and watch the Money Mastery series. That's a guide series I made 2.5 years ago pertaining to a ton of different life skills, processing, gathering, cooking, alchemy, all sorts of different things. Those are just definitely good reference points. But for right now, what you want to be aware of, at least, is that there are a couple pretty critical ways of getting silver in the beginning of the game. So probably everybody's favorite is grinding the good old Calpheon Shrine right here. This is where I'm going to be. These NPCs drop 500 silver apiece. You can eventually kill them pretty regularly, so groups of 5 will be dominating that, and you'll see tons of PvP around there. Of course, you can try to loot any kind of accessories or good gear, just real briefly. So the treants around this area, all of these little guys, and I don't think you're actually going to see the treant icons on your map for Xbox. These have a chance of dropping tree spirit belts. These are 5 AP, decent accuracy belts that are very useful. Inside the abandoned monastery, there's a whole bunch of old, they're like shadow wraiths basically. They're going to drop marks of shadow, stuff like that. And then around here, Hex Sanctuary, this is where a bunch of skeletons are. They're going to drop witch earrings. And up here you have the elusive ogres. There are only 10 ogres. They have, you know, a little bit delay between the respawns. People will probably be hopping channels. There'll be endless PvP up in the Manchas Forest. But anyway, so with actual ways that I believe are going to be some of the best ways to get silver, Calpheon Shrine is a basic one. I think that whenever you get a decent amount of contribution, you can connect a node or two. Even fishing, you know, around Velia or something like that, and then taking your fish down to Trent, and then fishing in Trent, and then taking your fish up to Velia. If you connect the nodes, what you can do is you basically can find a trader NPC. So there are NPC searchers, by the way, on Xbox. You can track those guys down. Which, let's see here. Got Imperial. There it is, Trade Manager. So navigation is going to the closest trade manager. So you just navigate out there, you would talk to him, and you would sell your fish. Now, as long as your nodes are connected, then you have a like finished, a locked-in trade route, basically. So you can get an added bonus on your fish based off of how much of a distance that you take it. So what that's going to do is that's going to create silver, right? It's going to create silver in the economy that doesn't have any silver, because as of the time of this video, it doesn't exist. So before other things like life skills start making tons of profit, or you can start grinding out tons of accessories and sell them for top dollar, there has to be silver. You know, you gotta have that, right? So the early producers of silver will actually be very, very lucrative. So Calpheon Shrine, any kind of fishing, and depending on what kind of state we're gonna get, it might actually be viable as well to kill elites. So if you see an elite, they're a little bit of a star icon on your map. They're harder to kill. If you're not geared and you're under leveled, they will definitely mess you up. But those are going to drop something called Prognile Silver Bars, and those are worth 20k a piece. So you would take that to your bank manager over here, and you would exchange the silver bars, and whatever is in your inventory, you would basically just get 20k silver. So killing elites, Calpheon Shrine, and fishing are going to be the earliest forms that actually create currency, which again, there needs to be some form of a moving economy before everything else starts to really become profitable. So before the game exists, those are the three that I'm personally going to be focusing on. If you're unaware of my Twitch channel, I'm a live streamer. That's my main thing. I'll be live streaming every single day. Xbox is out for at least the first month, so come on over. You can just ask me there live if I miss your YouTube comments, and I probably will, because some are kind of mean. I just don't read those that much anymore. But hey, come on over to my stream and I'll answer your questions there. So lastly, if you catch this video pretty quickly, there is a big streamer event going on right now. So I am going to be in a group of 4 other streamers. So the 5 of us will be grinding and streaming for 16 hours. The goal is to get to level 60 or 51, not 61. Get to level 51 and then secure the Calpheon Shrine. So what we're going to do is every hour, starting at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's 1 hour after the servers go up, is there will be a different streamer doing a giveaway for the game. So there'll be multiple copies of the game given out, and every hour there'll be a different stream to go to. That way, you know, everybody kind of gets promotion and stuff like that. So that's the way we're going to do it. And it's going to be more than just the 5 streamers in my grind group. There'll be 10 streamers that I know of, basically, doing this. So come on over to Twitch. If you guys just saw YouTube, my channel again, twitch.tv/BladeBowQuest, and you know, we'll point you in the direction as people go from channel to channel, and maybe you guys can win a game. Last tip, I do like to keep my best tips till the end of the video, because only the true viewers that really care about the game, and maybe me, like to stick around. Well, you're getting the best information. You ready? So one of your best starting weapons is called the Styd weapon, S-T-Y-D. This guy right here, Ornelia, that's the NPC vendor, that the weapon vendor that will sell this. So this is only 20k, and it's going to be 28 AP, which is just great until you can start enhancing your other weapons. Now, this isn't going to be a full guide on what armor should I take, what weapon should I take. That's some of the most common questions. The bottom line is, on those kind of things, is that it's not as significant a decision as you might think. And back when I started 3 years ago, I only wanted to have best in slot, nothing but best in slot. Like, what is the, let's find the number crunching, things like that. And ultimately you have a lot of different choices that are quite viable. Things like 3-piece Tartus is going to give you 20% accurate, or not 20%, sorry. It'll give you plus 20 accuracy. Tartus. There we go. We'll take a look at it real quick. So you get the 3-piece right there, plus 20 accuracy. You know, that's good. Heave is one of people's favorites. There's nothing wrong with Heave. The advantage of this is that it's very easy to replace down the road in 3 or 4 months whenever you start getting boss gear. The disadvantage is this health is basically not going to be necessary because everyone can heal through players' damage within the first couple weeks, so that's not going to give you a starting edge. Agerian is fine. It has a little bit lower numbers in terms of damage reduction, and evasion is from other types, but it's not that much lower. And also this will increase your attack speed. It's hard to get fast attack speed in the beginning of the game, so that's another great option as well. And as for weapons, the same kind of thing applies. Like, you're going to have these callous weapons. Callous weapons have significantly high AP at plus 15, so we're looking at 80 accuracy, 65 to 79. Callus weapon is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. There's a Yuri weapon here. Yuri weapon is going to, let's see here, a little bit less AP, but it has bonus damage to humans. Now, when you see the bonus damage, that applies almost to the same extent as the listed AP right on the weapon. Elsh is a favorite for a lot of people. The nice thing about Elsh is that while its AP isn't significant, its accuracy is, right? So if you look at it, so it's lower AP, it's 61 to 65, but it has 160 accuracy instead of 80 accuracy. Whenever you start getting people with plus 15 armor and you're fighting through evasion, or if you're fighting NPCs that are significantly harder than you, purples especially, you gotta find a source of accuracy. So this is kind of the way that I'm leaning towards as well. Has a nice extra damage to all species. You can't go wrong with an Elsh weapon, basically. But you know, basically it's all going to be replaced eventually whenever there's boss gear out, so don't panic too much about it all, and good luck. So I know I left out a lot. That's because after 3 years of playing this game, I still learn things all the time. So come on over to my live stream. I'll hang out with you guys there, and I'll be answering your questions literally all day, every day. I'll be playing Xbox full time while maintaining PC over here. I managed to get 78 AP at my height here on PC. At this point, I've got a pre-order in on a pen accessory that'll probably never go through. But basically, yeah, I'll be keeping an easy pressure on PC. I'll be sieging weekly, so if you guys want to see what that looks like, Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, come on over to my channel, I'll show you that. But I'll be on Xbox with you guys. This is just a whole bunch of starter tips for brand new players. We're going to dive into each topic much more in depth once the game actually launches. So I'll see you guys in the live stream and have a lot of fun. See ya.